and welcome back to a quick review of the contents of this Italeri 1/40th scale F-14A Tomcat Plus. This is a Grumman F-14 Tomcat in 1/40th scale by Italeri. So first things first, nice picture in the box, nice painting work. Model kit number 837. So as usual, let's take a quick look at what's on the box. This side, Italeri in the corner, box model number 837, and lots of stuff in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different languages. So you've got instructions in all those languages. On this side here is the well, pretty much is, the image is on the front, and this side more of the same, only in 3 more different languages, barcode, and on this side what you saw on the back, the plain white box. So let's take a look at what's inside the box. So I have had a quick look in here earlier on, and all the instructions are at the top. So in the traditional thing, let's take a look at the paperwork first. Right then, so what's the paperwork in here? So we've got this thing here, which is it's about well, on the back, on the front here, there's lots of stuff about, I don't know what it's about. Let's have a look. Important information concerning this kit: toy not suitable for children under 3 years. Small parts may be swallowed or inhaled. And there's a few more things there. So it's not for children. It's going to become a bit of a habit now. Everything's not for children on this channel. So here is a form for applying for parts, or defective parts, it says here. So if you've got parts missing or there's something wrong with parts in the box, I suppose you can use this to get some new parts, I guess. What else? Decals. Put that aside for a moment. So we've got another one of these things for parts, and the instructions themselves. Right, narrow folded out thing. It folds out into lots of bits of paper. So let's start at the beginning. Zoom in a little bit there. So number 837 F-14A Tomcat. Some information about the aircraft in a few languages here. Where's English? Over there. And so that's not interesting to me. So page 1, or first page. So this has a sprue map. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sprues, and showing all the major parts. Construction begins down here. Okay. Like with a lot of these things, it begins with the cockpit, the pilot seats, crew seats, 2 of them, and the control panels and so on. Then it goes into putting the seats and stuff into the cockpit, building of the cockpit. Stage 2 is putting the wings in and putting together the top and bottom part of the fuselage, engine exhaust panels as well. This plane does have moving wings, and it appears, according to this, they need to use a bit of heat to fix the moving parts, so should be interesting. Next bit is attaching the other flying parts, the tail fins, tail wings, and the cockpit and fuselage. The cockpit onto the rest of the fuselage, and then part 4 is putting in the engine intakes. Part 5, putting in the engine intakes again. What have I done wrong? So part 4 is putting the front of the engines into the engine intakes. And then part 5 is putting that construction onto the plane, and the arresting hook, and up here, and these 2 little fins that go underneath the aircraft. Then stage 6 is applying the undercarriage, main undercarriage, and undercarriage bay doors. Same again for stage 7 with the nose wheel, nose carriage, and a few things there to do. So this instruction booklet manual leaflet is quite small, so I may need to get the magnifying glass out to get a better look at this. Oh, with my failing eyesight. So we'll get a bit closer. Can you see that? Yeah. Anyway, and final stage, putting together the various weapons, the Phoenix missiles, the Sparrowhawk. Which one's the Sparrow? I know that's the Phoenix. Is that the... Anyway, those of you who know what the things are will recognise them. A fuel tank, and applying these armaments onto the vehicle. So the next page is paint. So that you've got a VF-32 Swordsman, which is which according to this was stationed on the USS Kennedy aircraft carrier, and then the other marking is for Tomcatters. So this one's got a black nose cone and a little cat carrying a bomb in on the tail fin. And that's that. Then let's go into the exciting bit, for me at least. First, we'll have a look at the decal treat. Got cover on it. I can get a better look at this little thing. Some bright colours here, or there anyway. Realised by Cartograph. So I've heard a lot of good things about Cartograph, who make these decals. So they look pretty thin, just right actually. They've got a bit of a satin matte finish about them. Okay then, decals there. Very nice. Right then, so sprues in no particular order, but the first one out of the box is this one. And does it tell me which sprue this is? B, I'm guessing. 837B-839, there it is. Anyway, so this has got the wings and the tail fins and the tail wings, tail planes. A couple of little missiles on there, and it looks very nice, as I would normally expect from this manufacturer. You also got some cockpit components there, looking very nice, nicely detailed. The finish on these wings is very good. There's a lot of detail, lots of very fine detail in there. Let's see if we can get a good view of that. Zoom in a little bit. So there's lots of very fine detail on the wings, all in recessed panel lines, which is a good thing. Can you get a good view of that? So you can see it in all the wings. So the wings are all 2-part wings, top half and the bottom half, and the other flight surfaces, the tail parts, are all single units. Now there may need to be a bit of cleaning up on the inside edge of these tail parts, because there's a very visible witness line where the molds, in the 2 halves of the molds, so have a good look at that. But apart from that, look very nice. There's a bit of a satin finish on the surfaces, so I'm not sure if the vehicle is supposed to be like that, or if they're trying to make it look satin for the paintwork, but we'll see. This sprue A. So this is sprue A, so it's in the middle there. Let's get a wider view of this. So on this part you've got the nose section, the cockpit, fuel tanks, Phoenix missiles, Sparrow missiles. These are the carriers for the Phoenix missiles, aircraft engine intakes, and the cockpit over there. There's lots of nice detail in that cockpit. You can see that there. So there'll be some work to do with that. So yeah, lots of detail in that. That looks pretty nice. The main landing gear, in fact all the wheels are 2-part gear, and again very nicely detailed. The detail is very fine. You've got lots of tiny rivet markings on the on there and on there, and in fact, yeah. So I was considering buying a rivet tool to do these things, but I don't think I'm going to need it for this one. So that can wait until later. Lots of internal detail in the front wheel well there, which is very nice. Lots of things to paint. I'm not big on the painting of these things, I must confess, but you know, it's nice to get it done right. Landing gear there. Yeah, interesting. Landing gear is in two. Well, because the main strut is 2 part. The main struts are in 2 parts, so that's one part. So where's the other part? Is it not on here? No idea where it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we're safe. Okay, next part. Let's have a look at the nose cone first. So I'm guessing that came off the sprue that we just looked at. Yeah, nice. Yeah. So here we have the sprue C, and as you can see, this has the top half of the aircraft, the main body of the aircraft, and one pilot seat, one crew seat, engine exhaust as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bits, 6 pieces on here. Is it? Yeah. Ejection pins, that's the word I was looking for. There's a little bit of flash on the edge of this, but it's not something that's going to be visible, so I'm not too concerned on the inside. And this is really the only bit of flash I've seen on this entire kit so far. There's probably a tiny bit on the edges of these small parts, but it's more of a moulding edge than anything, and it'll come off very easily. The detailing on this bodywork is, again, very precise, very fine, nicely detailed. Tiny rivet markings there. Vents looking venty, very fine. And yeah, that's also very nice as well. Let's go on to the next part, which is sprue D. So this is the second to last part. One more bit to go. Again, not much more to say about this. The detailing is very good, very fine, very precise. Lots of tiny little detailing going on there, little vents here. What's the word? They're going to take the wash really well, I'm guessing. Yeah, so there you go. Quite a beautifully molded kit. Nicely engineered. That's the word I'm looking for. One more piece. And this is in a plastic bag. Do I want to open it? Yes, I do. Two-part canopy, the front part and the main part of it. There's one thing that seems to be a thing with canopies, is that there's on the F-14, like there's on a lot of these actually things, that there's a seam right down the middle. Now, I'm not sure, because I've heard that on the Tomcat there is a seam on the actual vehicle itself, so you don't need to get rid of that. So I'm not too certain right now, so I may have to double check. But yeah, this is sprue E, 2 pieces of glass. And it is quite clear, so I'll get something you can read through it. Can you see that? To me it looks pretty good for what it is. The flat surface on the front there. Can you focus it? Okay, you can't see it. Camera can't see it. Anyway, get the light right, and you can see that looks pretty nice. Clearly see through that part. This part is a bit, well, actually it's very good as well. Excellent. So that's the canopy of the F-14 Tomcat. Put this away now. But unfortunately, the apart from that sprue you just saw there, everything else is in a is not in a box, is not in a bag or anything. So I'm hoping there's no parts missing. Unless I didn't see any parts missing. There's this tiny little thing that fell off, but I don't think that's actually a part. So I think we're okay. So there it is. This is the F-14A Tomcat Plus US Navy fighter. Gotta find out what the plus means, but apart from that, looking good. Seeing that close up on the picture here, there is a little, I think it's a pidot tube right on the tip there, which is not represented on the kit. So I wonder if I can figure out where to make something like that. Get a tiny, a very fine tip pen or something like that and use the nib from that. Or just leave it as it is, not. That's something to do. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and you can see me next time. So since making that video, or since filming that, which was quite a while back, February of 2020, I've bought some extra parts for the Tomcat. Including this piece here, which is let's get a close look at that. So that's the from Air Master series. It says on there. This is the little Alpha. It says Alpha probe and angle of attack probe. So basically, that's the thing that goes right on the tip of the nose cone, and this little probe which goes on the side cockpit, on the side of the cockpit. Not exactly sure what it does. I expect that's the angle of attack probe. Don't know what it does. If you know, comment down below. And I also got the resin seats. These are from Quick Boost, and on a pair of seats for this aircraft. Yeah, very nice molded resin. Fun enough, when I opened the package that this came in, I found, despite the fact that I bought one set and paid for these, I got two in the packet there. So yeah, there was a little note in there from Iroquois Models, Mastercasters, etc. We appreciate your purchase and we hope this order has reached you quickly and safely. It did. If you have any issues with the order, please contact me straight away. So I did have an issue. Well, mainly because I got two. It's a positive issue, if you can have such a thing. But I did contact them, and I said to them that you know, I can send one set back, you know, because you know, you sent me two by mistake and I ordered one set, and they said they'll keep it, you know. So I kept it. So they seemed quite happy to yeah, take it on the chin there, because it was their mistake. So you know, I was quite happy to pay the £1.50 or so with the cost to post it back to them. But yeah, anyway, just a little update on the kit right there. Yeah, so there we have it. Just a little update on the Italeri F-14 Tomcat 1/40 scale. I've got the 1/32 scale by a different manufacturer to which I'm going to be starting. By the time this is out, I'll have started on the other one, but just have a look here for the first look of that kit, if you like. And yeah, so if we find out the F-14 Tomcat, as I am, then yeah, I've got two kits to do. I've got two kits on the drawing board, maybe a third on the way. Anyway, thank you for watching, and take care everybody.